Saw yesterday from T1, you could pick Nami and Lucian with the Camille, and as the Camille would ult, the Nami ult would come over the top of that. Here you've got an MF ult and a Soraka silence that can come over the top of that as well, so they don't have as much dive to follow up, but they have the range of abilities and ultimates to help King and out when he singles out that one target.
And that is an alpaca in the audience. Pleasure to see you, sir. Don't know how you got out of the petting zoo, but you're more than welcome here. Of course, in this first game, lane phase is going to be massive because we really need to see if some of those explosive discrepancies are going to show themselves. Peanut, of course, struggled against Canyon, but Canyon, best in the world. We're going to have to see if Pyosha is up to the task to match him in this game. Peanut, notorious effective. A lot of small advantages going over to them, and now they're going to try to capitalize on them. Lahan's waiting in the brush. Pyosha now going in. This should be an easy kill. There's just everybody in the bot lane. Surprise, baby! That's a Camille and first blood for DRX.
That was such a good play by Kingen.
That's really the only difference.
Death has no flash. He has to be careful.
Death walking away. The clans. Torin, is he just going to walk him down the heel? Now coming in from this rock. Is it going to be enough? He's trying to pitch the win. Oh! The 1-for-1. Torin, no! How does he do it? He makes it out even in the face of the heel from Barrel.
With the Sunder spike, Death thought that he was safe because of the Soraka ult. Maybe he thought he could bait Doran in.
Tower as well, so not only was it well executed, but the RNG going in his favor too. As DRX now trying to bully their way in. They've got the one item spike for Deft. He's got his ulti up and available. This is going to be tough for Gen G to contest.
No TP on Doran, so he'll be very late to this fight. DRX want to get this down as quick as possible. Can Peanut steal? Will DRX engage? The Tumken shield is crucial against the Sejuani, but Zeka can look to shuffle.
Yep, still in the area. They're ready to flip this on the 50-50. He can go unstoppable over the wall if he needs to. Chovy. Can he find something? Barsalt is going to be big. Peanut now locked up, but that's the Tom Catch ultimate coming in. King is still in the pit. Chovy still in the pit. Looking to get it. He's going to lock it down. That's the Juggler now going in. Zeka fishing, looking for an opportunity. The grand challenge issue. That's the two-man from Lahan's. The follow-up now from Gen G. They will take their kills and walk away happy.
DRX tried to take the 5v5. Yes, they... For Gen G playing on two lanes.
With Pyosha shadowing on the bottom side, maybe hoping to find a pick. It just means that the entirety of the top side jungle is off limits. Doran gonna find the parry, now dashing out to safety. What's he gonna get? Grand challenge, looking for multiple marks. Now gonna get locked up in the Hextech, although Mayhem should just fall here. A little bit more healing. Is it going to be enough? Needs to dash forward, but nope, that's the shutdown. Hit him with the flail and walk away.
Big shutdown. Some kind of vision. Gen G quick to respond. Ruler's on red buff though, so they have to be a bit slow before they walk in. Peanut paying respect as he waits for his World Championship AD carry to step up and be behind him on that 3-item spike. Now they'll start to move forward. You expect Gen G will start to push DRX back.
They see an opportunity, they want to get it because Deft is waiting over the wall, but keep your eyes on the ultimate. It could be big, but it is not enough. Leaping in now, Chovy diving to the back line, taking the ultimate away from Kingen and finding the kill. Just like that, Gen G see their opportunity, and they're right onto the Baron.
Ruler arrives, and in a blink of an eye, he starts to fight onto Pyosik. Actually gets the kill in the roots, so Pyosik can't even respond, do anything at all. Chovy takes away the Camille ult, E-Flash ult on top of Beryl. He has no way out, and Gen G, with that one fight, now have a Baron in their hands. TP comes.
DRX mistake. Very unlikely they'll grab anything else. That said, Lan's there to back up. Waiting. Gonna go for the Devour. Waiting out the timer. TP now coming in. Gen G think they have their fight. Now it's the Camille that's been isolated. Instantly, Doran now leaping forward. Grand challenge. Stepping in. Finding a bit more healing. DRX on the back foot. Gen G, they want more. They got the wave to back them up. A single cannon minion. Barrel locked down. Barrel taken out. Death to the Soraka. Now the single cannon minion, all that remains. Zeka gonna clear that one out. A new wave to come in, and Gen G taking control of the mid lane.
Health bar. Baron buff still up for the next 20 seconds. They didn't get the inhibitor, and they're trying to push in a bot wave right now. Chovy doesn't have the TP, but there's the E.
Heads! He's just eating the top laner, doesn't even mind. He's a support, but he's got the team to back him up. Ruler gonna finish the job, and it is a slaughter in the DRX jungle.
It is clean, calm, and consistent from Gen G. We talked about how stable and reliable their carries are. Well, their team is as well. Little to no mistakes.
Locked down. Zeka, the knock-up now coming in. The Soraka healing will not be enough. DRX have yet to find a win against Gen G. And this game is not the game where it'll happen. Absolute dominance from Ruler, from Chovy, from the entirety of Gen G.
37 seconds. Lahan's pops the stopwatch, manages to live through the ultimate. Does he die? No, he doesn't.
Forward, Def locked up, instant cleanse, not enough! Def taken down, and we talked about it. This is what makes Gen G terrifying, the consistency and execution. It is top tier, flawless League of Legends.
You can't fault it, can you? They play it by the book, and they play it clean. DRX do everything. I expect the majority of the game, and the Kindred Ahri will be trying to fight back against the Graves Sylas. Whoever can get to bots first will have the push. In isolation, It can be situational on how the Mantra Qs go, but if either mid jungle is hovering towards bot side, then they have to give up the push, right? So mid jungle is important in this game in making sure that Caitlyn can look for plates or the Varus can fight back and go even and sustain the push against the Caitlyn.
Very volatile compositions, tons of pressure when it comes to execution on the side of DRX. Gen G sitting comfortably, knowing that they are up a game. A spot in finals on the line. Can Gen G move up the entire time? Pioshik is looking for this angle. Camps are being cleared. He is betting so much just to be here. He reveals himself on the bottom side. Barrel immediately flashing forward, waiting on the binding, but the binding goes wide. Lahed still standing. One, looking for more stacks in the mounting dread, but they cannot find the kill. Only the summoner spell and Ruler firing back. Oh man, he's a monster.
The 2v3 turned in favor of Gen G. There was so much hesitation from DRX. So they can place the traps down. Caitlyn pushes in lane, puts down traps, and makes it so it's hard for face checks to happen. But Gen G have already found their way in. They've gone through bot. Peanut's already in the river. Vision contest coming in. Zeka TPing back with the Banshees.
Fight's gonna be big. Chovy taking away the ulti. DRX gonna try to set up the pseudo frontline, use the traps. Gain point control they can. Right now fishing. Ruler, they're gonna get caught out over the wall. Zeka desperate to get a sidestep on the Lux. That's the Youmuu's Ghost Blade. The extra movement speed, taking him out to safety. Gen G pulling back for now. Brief pause. 5K. Dragon getting lower. Junglers with smites this time around, wanting to go in, wanting to get a little bit more. Who will take it? In the end, it's ticking, it's resetting, but the Kindred will smite it and take it down. And now the fight turns. It's Kingen on the backside. DRX standing, 4 members strong, pushing in. They want to break Gen G. Kingen going over the wall will get locked up. Nobody going to fall in the end, but it is the Dragon to DRX.
Barrel.
Locked down, Barrel clean binding over the wall. The Ruler coming in, Peanut flashing to the side. Barrel flashing out to safety, knowing the ult would be the end of him. Ulti will not
look at
connect.
Zeka, look at Zeka. TP behind, that's King.
It's going to be
Peanut's in trouble.
This would be everything. Peanut running. Kicking off to the side, the Barrel's going to be big. Zeka now leaping forward. Zeka trying to land everything. It looks like he's going to take down Lahed. Lahed still standing. Lahed still alive. Peanut finding, but Kingen finding one. Kingen looking for a few more, baby. That's the power of the Gragas, and Pioshik will live to see another day. Blocking him down the dashboard, the traps, it just keeps coming, but it's Chovy up to the side with the Lux Laser, big damage, but not enough to finish the kill.
2-1 on the kill score. DRX pick up 2, massive TP flank there from King and Zeka with the gap closer.
Live screen, the play now going out. Peanut may have been caught out again, leaping forward, that's gonna be the pick!
DRX, that's massive. DRX are gonna push in mid, that's a free tower. DRX need to keep mid push though. Pioshik in trouble.
For an angle, Pioshik locked down the snare, surely going to connect now. Pioshik can throw down the Lamb's Rest, but it's stored from over the wall. Pioshik sidestepping, the healing now gonna come in. Oh! But the combo is clean! Ruler and Peanut stand together, collateral damage. The arrow from Varus, they will find the enemy jungler.
It's for poke onto Barrel. Zeka has the ultimate. Kingen is back here. Lahed and Ruler looking for a target. Ruler no flash though.
Ruler caught out, knocked back into the wall. It's gonna be a big laser! But it won't finish the job. It's just a support Lux. Doran getting pushed out of this one, and again, they don't have the damage to force the Baron, and DRX know it, so they move into the pit. They are fishing for the kill. Zeka leaping forward, looking to lock Doran down. The flashback of the wall. It's Chovy on the backside, but it's Chovy in turn who will be locked up. He's ignited. He dashes out. He's ready to dash back in, but it was not the right call. The shutdown for Daft.
48. Playing with confidence. Chovy's gonna push out bots. Look at Zeka though. Zeka's going for an incredible flank around the side. Ruler has no flash. This could be a pick. This could be a
big damage. The clutch over the wall. The fall of Ruler. Taking out of the fight, but they don't quite have the damage to finish. And now instead, turning back to Doran. Taking the Ornn out of the equation. The ulti will hit nobody. Zeka! Zeka! Remember his name. It was his laning advantage. It was his charm. And it was his charm again. But Peanut can be the difference maker. He can look to turn it, but he will not take the risk. Instead, it will be Inferno for DRX.
Gets the bot wave in so deep that they can TP through bot. They have a vision pocket. They can play towards it. Ruder's going to start it up. Gen G want a 50-50. They want DRX to flip this dragon. It's their only way back in the game. Will DRX give it to them? Where will King and TP? He's going to TP in the pit. The stare down from Gen G. They want to finish this, but they don't have the health bars to tank it up. The poke, it's going to miss. No flash on Chovy. Zeka, DRX are buying time for his ultimate.
There's no more room for split calls. It is Chovy on the bottom side. Chovy pushing for more. Chovy potentially looking to try and end or just at least leverage this wave in the bot lane, take open, and take down that exposed inhibitor.
This is great from Chovy. They should be able to pick up this in. If DRX have to force this, Zeka stayed. He could look to end. DRX need to get this down quickly. Chovy doesn't have the TP, but he could end the game. Kingan's here. No TP. It's the 4v4.
As well. They're trying to force the fight. It could all come down to a 50-50. Pyosik versus Peanut in the pit, but they're trying to zone him away. Doran already getting chipped away. Chovy running the fight to the side of DRX. Redemption coming down, but Peanut, no! He's buying time. Pyosik, you madman, you genius, holding on to hope. A lamb's respite, indeed, buying the Dragon a brief break so they can take it down in the end, but still, Chovy remains standing. One man versus the world. Will he be enough?
Never one without the other. Pyosik on Kindred keeps the Dragon alive. Peanut smites into the Lab's respite. DRX are looking to end this game to death. 1v2 against Ruler Lands. Barrels behind him.
No inhibitor this time. DRX and Deft will take the Elder, and they will take their first game off of Gen G in 2022.
Orange scales really well in terms of setting up damage as well because of the percent coming through. Viego carry jungler, Akali, Varus, a lot of playmaking and engage. So Gen G need to get to break points of 3 items, keep front-to-back teamfights going, and mark Zeka as much as possible. He's found so many flanks in that game 2 on Ahri. If he does it again in this game 3, Gen G will collapse. They will fall apart because they don't have the lockdown that they need to stop the Akali. The only thing they have is the Sejuani ult, which they need to go forwards.
There's 0 point-and-click CC for the Viego or the Akali.
I don't know if they have the damage to kill the Sejuani. We're about to find out. Level up will help as well. Doran's holding the wave to make it so Kingan or Pyosik has to tank. It will crash though.
Last game, the first gank for Pyosik was a disaster. Will this one be better? The Ignite now ticking down, tanking the tower, and first blood for DRX.
Easy does it.
Yeah, easy does it.
Bot push into mid to help out Chovy when he's trying to crash waves into Zeka. A lot of things they can use here. They can even use it for a Herald, but look top again, Doran.
There it is. Pyosik stepping forward again. Now Doran in trouble. Doran taking down on the bot lane. It's the best of the time. In the top lane, it's the worst. The tale of 2 lanes here.
Towards his bot side river to help out his jungler. Could be a 4v4, but Death's under tower.
Again, so many tools from DRX to kick this fight off, to isolate and lock down a single target, instantly trying to burn. Hands looking for the reset. Pyosik getting into the pit, but it ticked down, igniting, burning. Zeka in the back line, getting pushed out of his own shroud as well. Team retreats, but still, he will take down the hands. DRX finding the kill in exchange for the Dragon. Can they get anything else? Ruler over the wall, looking for poke. They've corralled Chovy, they've corralled Peanut. They're locking him down. They handshake it back into the waiting arms, and DRX take the fight.
Gen G get the Dragon, but DRX know that there's a window here to this objective. Beryl is a little bit slow, so the DRX take the 4v3 while they wait for Beryl. Does Pyosik look for the steal? He has no flash, but he has the ult. Let's watch Zeka though. When does he go in?
To the side, the Ornn has been blown, but it will be interrupted. Looking for a bit of vengeance after that lane phase. Kingan burning, ticking, falling down. His Lahens will take the kill, the Herald as well, falling in favor of Gen G. Advantage to them now. Bit of trading on the top side.
We want to kill the
tower. We want it ended. There it is! 1v1. Get the solo bolo guy.
My good God, Kingan's mechanics in that 1v1 were flawless. Flashes to Sejuani on the way, and he's hunting. He's blocked by the Crux. He couldn't get around the wall there, but he does see Lahens, has the flash, has the ult.
For the stuns, now going to find the lockdown, immediately going to get the reset. Now he's the Karma. Oh my God! And brother will kill brother as a hostile takeover gets the job done. Ruler taken out. Chovy is here. Chovy will try to strike back, but he's thrown in. He takes one back in return. Chovy trying to hold on. Chovy trying to keep the ship afloat, but DRX continue the push on the bottom side. Well, that thought Beryl caught out. Handshake coming in. Beryl trying to retreat as much as he can. Will get burned down. Instead, will not be bailed out. Ruler grabbing that kill back in response. Gen G showing signs of life. To fight, Gen G cannot fight.
Peanut has the Herald. Is he going to place it? They're going to get this mid wave in, and they're pinging towards top side. Gen G want to look for a cross map, but Kingan has TP. There's the Herald.
There's Doran fishing, locked down. Death now going to get taken out. They're trying to burn through him, but he's still standing for now. Hostile takeover. Can he get it? He's been leveled out. He lives for far too long. Pyosik now looking for a little bit more, and here comes Kingan. Beryl now trying to get something back, but Ruler just a bit too slippery. Zeka on the flank. The Herald will finish the tower, but DRX have their eyes set on the kills.
This tower should be fine. Beryl's hovering around. I think he can walk up in their face and just try to clear the wave. I don't think there's that much of a threat unless they hit the tower. Kingan's going to land the knockup. The tower will die.
Chovy over the wall. Hostile takeover. Now dashing out to safety. That's the TP now coming in. Peanut is still healing up, still holding on for now. The TP has been canceled. Clean play coming in from Doran off screen to stop Zeka from coming to the fight, but Peanut will fall in exchange for the tower.
Good kill there from DRX. Beryl covering the weak side, knowing that there was something to get from that play because of how small the wave was. Chovy doesn't have a tower behind him. Does have the TP though. In comes Pyosik, full committing.
Push back, not gonna matter when he's unstoppable. Chovy into the waiting arms of Pyosik. Hand delivered by Kingen and Beryl.
4,000 gold lead, 20 minutes in for DRX.
Pushing him away, threatening, and now looking for the pick onto Peanut, but Peanut is a very tanky boy. Huge ult from Ruler, trying to burn down Death. The bailout will not be enough. It's clean.
TP from Doran to make sure they're safe. He knows Zeka is looking for a play. Hostile takeover is big though.
Big. Ruler now has to cleanse it out. Looking for the fishing for downtown. Now Pyosik getting the reset, stepping forward as the Karma wants to get the snare desperately. Zeka waiting over the wall, he's been locked up, but it's a clean ulti out from Pyosik. He will not be locked down. He will not be stopped. There's no CC left on the side of Gen G. DRX retreating back towards the dragon, ready for the 4v4.
Pyosik's having the series of his life right now.
Doran, handshake. Zeka on the flank, looking for Ruler. He gets it, he gets the into the R. He gets everything he wants, and now he can try to find another one. Zeka 2 clean again. Zeka, time after time, in the face of Chovy. Damn your church. He is here to win.
Do not forget the name. Zeka does it every single goddamn time on these champions. Akali, Sylas, whatever it might be, anything with playmaking, he will deliver. Zeka pushes in bot, TP down to get this tower, but he will be a looming flank and Deft needs to be careful.
Good sidestep, catching out Kingen going face first into the pillar. He will break it, but now he's forced to flash out to safety. Chovy fishing, Kingen going golden, trying to buy a bit more time. Hostile take over the flash, coming out as well. Ruler hitting Chovy left and right, and it's Zeka onto the back line, but for now he's only hitting Doran. Fishing for the angle, trying to get something done. It's into the back end. Again, it is Zeka! How do they do it every single time? This man might just be the cleanest Akali in the world. DRX take the fight, set their sights on the mid lane. They don't need the Baron.
And they're gonna end. Deft kills Chovy, TPing from Kingen. DRX don't care about this dragon. They don't care about soul point. They care about match point. They care about series point.
DRX, a victory march into the enemy base as they move to match point versus Gen G.
That man on your screen, Zeka, is making miracles happen. Kind of concept of the double AD carry, the tank top, and Beryl now on this Prowl.
Well called on the Braum pick, Cadril. Excellent read on the situation. Of course, the potential for stuns, the ability to mitigate so much what the Rise and the Xayah want to do in a front two backs team fight, as well as empowering the level 1. We'll see if DRX want to go for anything. Braum, one of the strongest level 1s in the game. Gen G, again, finally ready to fight fire with fire. So many skirmishing tools that they can look to leverage, but for the first time in this series, we are not looking to Zeka. We are looking towards Deft, we are looking towards Pyosik as the dual carries on this lineup to bring it home for DRX.
The solo lane duo, the brothers in arms, the best friends in Kingen and Zeka are no longer the carries, they are the supporters. They are there to help Deft get ahead and help Deft get to his first Worlds Finals.
Upside power that Gen G drafted for. Fishing for that stun now. You can see Viego in the bush, Peanut in the bush waiting. Reset here big though. Now Lahan's looking for the engage, trying to find the lockdown. Locked out Beryl, unbreakable, but now should surely fall. But here comes Zeka and the rest of the team. They're gonna lock out, they're gonna find first blood. Beryl still alive on the backside. The Lamb's respite, buying so much time. Gen G knows they need to get something back, but Deft is unafraid. Deft is still free firing at the pullback from Ruler. It's clean, but it's not quite enough to finish the job as Zeka dives into the back line. Still standing for now, but surely he should fall. Everybody is so low. Oh, are they still alive? But the feathers fly. Ruler finds one, wishes for two, tries to find another. Beryl will finally fall, and Gen G fire back.
Such a back and forth. Pyosik as well, but he's gonna try his best to get down there by the looks of it. They're gonna start it up though.
Gen G, big Beryl again. Getting hit with the hook is big. Unbreakable gonna buy a few more seconds. He needs to leap back into the arms of Pyosik. Now the retreat coming out. The hook coming in from over the wall. Big ulti coming in from Deft. And that's the pick now on the backside. Kingen looking for the avenue, looking for the entrance, but the side steps are clean from Gen G. They will not let that cast connect, but it's Pyosik back onto the Dragon. Pyosik with priority access, the pick, giving the Dragon over to DRX.
That's the power of the Brawl. You hook in, you're not getting out. You get locked up, you get stunned, you get...
From middle of the pack to potentially the best, fighting for that opportunity now. Chovy holding on the taunt now, coming in, King and ready to go in over the wall. Chovy, goodbye! You don't got a stopwatch anymore. Peanut now running, doing what he can to escape, to survive, but DRX are descending upon Gen G like wolves.
Look at them go, and they're not done just yet. Kingan's trying to find Peanuts. Doran's hitting the top tower. He'll pick up the first turret of the game. Pyosik is around. Beryl is moving up. Deft's pushing out bot. We'll see if they take this fight. We'll see if they try to take down the Renekton.
Looking to burn down Doran. Doran popping the ulti, the burst if he can turn here, but he's running out of fury. The Kolamik not going to connect. DRX.
So much pressure on both these teams fighting for a Worlds final. DRX are going to start it up. Chovy a little bit split, has the Realm Orb if he wants to rejoin his team. Lehens and Peanut together as a jungle support, looking for a hook onto Beryl. He has no flash, but he has the Unbreakable. There's the Realm Orb, but he doesn't choose to take it. He wants to sandwich the rest of DRX with Doran on the flank.
Over the wall. Hook now going in under the Braum. Zeka onto the flank, fishing for the angle. Will lock up Ruler. Ruler immediately going to cleanse. Now the fog coming into the Braum. Ruler on touch to the backside. Keep your eyes on the feather. They could just be everything. That's going to be the shutdown. Doran leaping forward. Ruler untouched. Now Gen G, they see their opportunity. Peanut stepping forward, peeling back now. Beryl and Deft, the last two standing. Kingan off to the side, but it is Gen G taking the fight.
Peanut takes down Pyosik, picks up the Spirit Form, and then shuts down DRX. The engage from Zeka was good onto Lehens, but the follow-up of the solo laners of Gen G and Peanut isn't enough to stop the Soul Point.
Gen G, if they wanted to bring us to a Game 5, they cannot hesitate on these cooldowns against this Braum or against this Kindred. And now they fish for the dive. Kingan trying to buy as much space as he can. The tower surely set to fall. Chovy now chasing, running. This Gragas, there's no way you can make it out of this one. Locked up, the CC coming through. Kingan will fall. Doran on a killing spree.
Herald
and look at the gold within touching distance as we crest 20 minutes.
Oh,
Lehens caught out. 1, 2, 3, 4 on the concussive blow stack. Zeka waiting off to the side. The support surely going to fall. The Ruler has to be watched, has to be respected.
Doran.
Chovy on the front line. They put them into the meat grinder. Taking them out one at a time. DRX overstepping their welcome in the enemy jungle.
But if he can find that stun onto Pyosik again, Gen G will win the fight. Pyosik
on the wall. Beryl to follow, immediately fishing for the opportunity, but he's still going to get locked on the fast forward. Beryl and Pyosik, the dynamic duo. Support and jungle now turn their sights on the Baron.
That is the window they've been waiting for. The Zeka knows Doran's up here.
But you know the pressure on them because the second he went down, Doran immediately TP'd. They can't afford to misstep. You see the pressure time and time again, but it is Zeka zoning, looking for an opportunity, trying to lock down the Renekton. Pyosik coming over the wall, ready to deal the damage. Concussive blows have marked him. Ignite has marked him, and there is no one here to protect him. It is Doran versus the world. It is Doran versus DRX, and DRX come out on top.
And they're Deft. Doran 30 seconds, no TP. Ward in the pit though, no pink down from DRX, so Gen G have all the information they need. Ultimate coming up from Peanut soon. Zeka doesn't have the Predator up just yet, but he wants to zone them away. Don't forget about the Kindred ult. They could bait it once again.
Looking for that opportunity, locking Peanut out of the pit. It's getting lower and lower. There's no jungle, and it does not matter. That is the Baron for DRX. Peanut now has to run unstoppable on the retreat, but DRX have got what they came for. Zeka zoning, DRX eyes on the...
Are going to go through mid. Gen G are going to go through bot. Crab over to Peanuts. Movement speed in the fight might help them out a little bit. No flanks just yet. Chovy could ult Lehens behind them or something along those lines, but it's very dangerous. This is it. This will decide everything. Deft looking for the Dragon. Pyosik has the smite, has the Lamb's Respite if he needs it.
Battle lines drawn. Either side looking to hit the Dragon, either side looking to risk the 50-50. Why flip the coin on your future here at Worlds 2022? Taking their time now, arrows being charged up, poke being traded back and forth. All it takes is a single misstep, a single mistake, and either side will leap into the enemy backline. 6K getting lower. DRX think this is their opportunity. Beryl looking for the knockup, and he drives it! And it's the soul! And it will be a slaughter in the pit! Pyosik and Deft back to back as brothers, slaughtering the front line and the back line of Gen G. It is Ruler versus the world, but the Gale Force will not be enough.
He's dead! Kingan's gonna get the kill! No, Ruler turns it around! He gets Kingan! He gets Beryl! He falls! It's 3 members of DRX left! Chovy has respawned! I'm not sure if they have enough to look for the full...
Siege begins for DRX.
Zeka doesn't have the TP. He's trying to gap close as much as possible to be ready with the Galio. There's the TP from Doran to help the wave clear. The Baron buffed up creeps are coming in. GEN G are slowly holding on, but DRX will start to move forwards. They'll start to push them back. They'll start to look for a base break, and they'll get it. Inhibitor will fall. DRX put a dent already into GEN G. The world champions from 2017, looking incredibly vulnerable right now. DRX looking for Nexus towers.
Barrel blocking what he can. A lot of damage under the Nexus towers. Zeka already breaking open mid lane. A second inhibitor surely will fall. GEN G knowing that this next fight will be their last. Stepping back. Buying brief moment.
They're gonna force it.
They get it. Stepping in. The carries are so strong. Doran goes into the meat grinder. And he is taken out. It is domination for the team.
8 years ago, Def fell to his sister team in Samsung White. But today, in the face of insurmountable odds, he stands tall.
The last dance goes on. The stage is set. It is one final chapter. It is one more page in the legacy of Deft. He has one chance to kill the king. And today he did not miss.
And the king is waiting in the World Finals. GEN G shell-shocked. And for one moment, the world stops spinning. The sun refuses to set on the dreams of Deft. In what could be his final year, he has one shot at a title. Something he's never had in his entire career before.
DRX are limitless. Every time they have been doubted, they have stepped up. Your predictions against them, your doubt is there, Ambrosia. They are unstoppable.